welcome to this very special edition of What's My Line. I'm Peter Rigby and I'm your host for this evening. This is the show that asks more questions about your work than the inland revenue. I'll start by introducing our specially selected panel. We're honoured to welcome the only person to climb Mount Everest in fishnet tights and Wellington boots. It's Peter, who's actually a mechanical engineer. Good evening, Peter. What sort of mechanical engineering are we talking about now?
Really all
Physical, as opposed to...
Mental.
Mental, mechanical, yeah. Lovely. Well, welcome. It's nice to see you.
Thank you.
Secondly, a guest who've been trying to persuade to join us for some time now. She's dubbed all the voices from the soundtrack of that unforgettable film, Popeye Meets Miss Piggy, and that's Pam. Good evening, Pam.
Good evening.
Are you happy with your film work? Find it satisfying?
Oh, very satisfying.
Yeah.
Particularly the Miss Piggy here.
Not the housework so much?
Not the housework, no.
Thank you very much. And thirdly, to complete our panel tonight, Brian, who's an accountant, but in his spare time, of course, he is Bernard Manning's favourite scriptwriter. Good evening, Brian.
Good evening.
And how are things with you?
Not so bad. I'm finding there's a lot more demand for my work these days.
As a scriptwriter or
yes,
an accountant?
Should like a Bernard. I think tastes are changing.
Yeah. Are you his accountant as well?
I'm not much to
That's a shame, isn't it? I'm sure it'd be a good job.
Yeah, it'd be nice to meet you.
Right, thank you, and welcome to our panel. And now a reminder of how we play the game. Each of our contestants will in turn defy our panel to discover his or her occupation by asking yes or no questions. 10 no's and the panel is beaten. And the successful contestant will then be presented with one of these magnificent certificates. So if you're all mentally prepared, we'll begin. Would our first contestant come and tell us what she does by writing it on the board, please? This is Katie Slimy. Katie, would you like to do a little mime for the panel, please? Don't give too much away, Katie. Come and join me, please. I'll take the first question.
Good evening.
Good evening.
I can obviously see that you're stood up for your occupation. Is that correct?
Yes.
Does this involve work with other people?
Yes.
And I can see you're a very shapely person. Do you require a special uniform for this job?
Oh, yes.
And when you're performing your task, does it involve writing?
Yes.
And so were you writing in a notebook, taking notes, or?
No.
Not taking notes, right. Up to you, Pam.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Do you require any special qualifications for your job? And would these be qualifications that have been gained on the job, so to speak?
I would say yes.
Right.
Possibly a certain aptitude, I think, as well.
All right.
Right, wouldn't you say?
Yes.
Does it involve working with figures?
No.
Right.
No figures. Brian?
Good evening, Miss
Good
Slimy. Is your job a popular job? Yes. Is it well rewarded, highly paid?
No.
You wouldn't be classed as a popular person with what you do?
I think there are people who would be less inclined to
Right. And does that bother you? Do you need a special aptitude, like Peter just said earlier on, or is it just a special attitude?
Actually, it doesn't invite an answer of yes or no, so you have to
Yeah.
rephrase
Oh, right.
that.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, yeah.
You have to rephrase that.
Right, I'll go on to the... I saw you making notes. These notes, are they notes actually used as a collation type of... is it a form of collation, a form of...
Yeah, I would say.
Could be,
Yeah,
yeah.
could be.
Could
yeah.
describe it like that.
And is it something that you would perform indoors or outdoors? Is it
No,
an
you can't
outdoor
say
or
that.
an outdoor participation?
Yes.
Right.
I don't think there's much choice about that, really, is there?
No.
No. And do you work in a group? Would you say that there's more than one of you?
Not necessarily.
No.
No.
Not necessarily at all, no. Pam?
Do you work with vehicles?
Yes.
Are you a traffic warden?
No, no.
It's you actually.
Yes, Miss Slimy is a traffic warden.
Actually, I
What
really
sort of
thought.
satisfaction do you get out of this work, would you say?
Oh, the fresh air.
The fresh air and the fun, maybe?
Oh,
And
yes.
walking,
It must
And
be
the
fun.
walking.
exercise.
Oh, and the walk, excellent
Yes.
exercise, right.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thank
Would you
you.
like to say good evening to
Yes,
our
thank
panel?
you.
Very well
Thanks very
manned, I
much.
thought that
Yes. Well done.
was. Miss Slimy.
And Miss Slimy's going to turn yourself into a late, I think, aren't you, Miss Slimy?